Not good news, but I don't think it's all that crazy bad because it's really early in the offseason. But I think this will spark some debate about whether Kyren Williams is going to stay healthy, be an injury-prone player, banged up a couple times this year, and now he has surgery to repair a broken bone in his hand. Certainly something that's going to, I think, like I said, have some sort of effect on a lot of people's value for him, but I'm not too worried. He's a Saturn man. We'll break it down here for a few minutes, talk about Kyren Williams, what you might think, but I'll just tell you up front, to spoil the episode here. Not worried. Not worried. Broken bone in hand, it happens. He'll heal. Broken bones, as long as they heal properly, can sometimes grow back stronger, so I'm not too worried. We will talk about durability. We will talk about the Rams situation. McVay staying, that's great for Kyren. What's Stafford going to do? What's that look like? Stafford gets banged up every freaking play, but he's tough as nails. The Fantasy Football Show, Kyren Williams, breaking news edition begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
You never like being here. Whoa, wrong screen. By the way, this video we dropped last night on the Dynasty channel. Make sure you get on over to the Dynasty channel. We talked about Dynasty tight ends. This is a fantastic episode. It's over on the Dynasty channel. The link is in the description. It's youtube.com/Dynasty Fantasy Football. Go check it out. But, okay, so again, Ian Rappaport, Coach Sean McVay tells reporters that Kyren Williams had surgery already to repair a broken bone in his hand. And I know a lot of people are going to probably rush to quick judgment about his inability to stay healthy. To be honest with you, I kind of, in a way, I'm not saying I love when a player gets hurt, but I kind of like that maybe some doubt could be casted on his overall value. Meaning that we walk into 2024 and instead of this man in round 1 going at 2, 3, or 4 overall, he might now go potentially in this like 5 and 6 territory. I really could see it, 4 to 6, maybe 4 to 7 overall. It just really depends on how reactive everybody is. I keep showing this for a reason. You need to go watch this video on the Dynasty channel. It's a fantastic live stream. I'd love to know what you think. I'll take a couple calls on this one. I'm not worried. I love that it maybe protects him into some better value or kicks him down into some I think lower risk value territory. Like I said, 4 to 8 instead of being 2, 3, 4. He's still a Saturn man.
The Saturn men.
One small step for man, one giant leap for Saturn.
Doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything in my mind because he's an absolute monster. Had he not got hurt, which is the topic at hand, I get it. I understand. Had he not got hurt, he would have been potentially running back at least 2. And in my mind, while some might call him smaller than the average bear, he's built like a tank. He runs like a tank. He runs like Isaiah Pacheco. And if people are going to be excited about Isaiah Pacheco without casting a whole bunch of doubt around his inability to stay healthy, you can't say the same thing about Kyren. Or you got to say the same thing about Pacheco and Kyren at the same time. They're both hard-nosed runners. They're both maybe a touch smaller than some of the other backs that you might be saying will stay healthy. But Kyren, to me, is worth every single bit of the 4 to 8 round territory, 4 to 8 overall territory draft selection that you're investing. He's 100% worth it. I don't know that I put all my eggs in one basket with any player, but he's certainly one that I would grab in multiple drafts. I firmly believe he's gonna have a great season. And even if he did get banged up, all running backs get banged up. I'm not too worried about it. I really am not. I'm not. Let's dial into the phone line briefly. If anybody has a question, I'll throw you on screen real quick. And this won't be an extremely long live stream, but I wanted to come out here, break this news. Kyren Williams had surgery, broken bone in the hand. Not worried. Broken bones can oftentimes be stronger after a break, and it's not a concern. It's not like he broke it during the season and he's going to miss time or be hampered. This is early on, well, really late in the season, and there's no concern. Come June, this will be a nothing burger. You know, it's not like he broke it in June and we're worried about August. He broke it. He's walking into the healing process mid-January. We're fine. We're fine. We'll see what everybody's knee-jerk reaction is, though, because if this guy falls to like 10 overall in an upcoming 2024 mock draft, you know, and we see it start trending in that direction, I'm gonna be ear-to-ear grin. Ear-to-ear grin, feeling like we're taking advantage of everyone. So let the overreactors overreact. Spread it. Spread the word. Tell everybody. Tell everybody he's injury prone, please. Please. Is there concern at all? Maybe a little bit. But any more of a concern he gets hurt than Breece Hall or Bijan Robinson or Christian McCaffrey, who's 28 years old walking into 2024? Absolutely not. He has, in my mind, less risk of getting hurt than Christian McCaffrey. Thank you, Deckard. We go live when big news breaks. So that's how we roll. Decker with a $2 hauler coming in strong with a super chat midday. Appreciate you, Deckard. Phone lines are open for a brief amount of time. We won't be here too long. I just wanted to come in here, break this news, let you know my concerns, because really what my show is about, when I break news, when I go live, when news breaks, it doesn't have to be that I even agree with the news. Like, let's say there's a rumor about, you know, Bill Belichick going to coach over here, and I don't think it's even going to happen. I'll go live to shoot it down. You know, me going live on this news, I needed to go live because you need to know if I'm freaking out, and I'm not. I'm buying on the dip. There's got to be a dip. I don't know how big the dip will be. Maybe it's only one draft slot. Maybe instead of 2 or 3 overall, he's 3 or 4. Maybe instead of 3 or 4, he's 4 or 5. It depends where his ADP levels. We have no idea where his ADP even is. We're only guessing based on our lofty expectation and love for this man. Okay, because Kyren is doing Kyren things, and it's not going to stop anytime soon.
He's Kyren, he's 7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle a ball. He's Kyren, he can take frowns and turn them upside down with his touchdowns.
The Saturn Men.
One small step for man.
Nothing changes, people. Nothing. Let everybody freak out. We have no clue where the average Joe is going to draft this man. We only take our bias into the early offseason and say, people have to be drafting him at 3 or 4 overall. Maybe they're not. Maybe they weren't going to draft him at 3 or 4, and maybe they're not even going to come close to drafting him 3 or 4 now that he's had surgery on his hand to fix a broken bone, which will be completely healed by next month. You know, like I hope the guy were a little too lofty. I hope we walk into early drafts and he's going 8. I hope we walk into early drafts on Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty, where you can double your first deposit up to $100. We'll be drafting tonight, so please hit that link right now. The link's in the description. The link I just dropped in the live stream. The link inserts code Smitty for you. You could just insert code Smitty if you want as well. But I keep showing the screen. Obviously, I want you to watch this video on the Dynasty channel. Go check it out. Go check it out. The link's in the description of the video. Dynasty Fantasy Football, my YouTube channel that is all about Dynasty. This live stream was lit, and it's up there now. It's pinned. It's the most recent video on the Dynasty channel. Go subscribe to it. Don't miss a show. We do one live stream or upload a day on the Dynasty channel. I hope to God I'm wrong about him being 3 or 4 in everybody's eyes. We don't know. The truth is we don't know. People can speculate. There have been some early mock drafts, but none of that data is heavy enough and rich enough to give us a really good feel of what the average fantasy football consumer is doing with Kyren. And this news has to kick him down at least 1 or 2 draft slots at the very minimum, because there are already doubters about this kid. He's too small. I don't know if they're going to do it again. They're going to bring in somebody else. McVay likes to do this or that. He changes things up. There's already enough doubt now with the broken bone. The not that the bone itself is a big deal, but people saying he'll be injury prone. I'm not worried. Do I look like a man who's worried? Would I hit this button if I was worried?
He's Kyren. He's 7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle a ball.
Would I? And then you got no offense, Clamp. Okay. I don't mean to clamp down on your comment, but it's this. This is what excites me. And Clamp, we need you. Clamp, help us. Help us. Help you. Help us. Okay, Clamp? We need you, Clamp. We need Clamps in this world to tell us that Kyren is fragile as F. We need people to tell us. We need people to spread the word. Without Clamp, we're not getting Kyren at 4 or 5 or 6 overall. We're having to take him at 2 or 3. So Clamp, thank you for doing your part. We appreciate you, Clamp. Clamp to the moon.
To the moon.
Clamp is the hero of the day. Everybody throw a round of applause in for Clamp doing his part. Clamp, tell everybody. Tell everybody, Clamp. Do it live. Do it live, Clamp. God, I love when someone steps up right when they need to serve the channel. This guy's serving the community, doing us a solid. We need to thank Clamp. Tell more Clamps, bro. The Clamp clan needs to spread the word. Clamp Mafia. Get the word out, bro. Get the word out. Anyway. Thank you all for being here. The Fantasy Football Show. Emergency live stream. Breaking news live stream. Live whenever news breaks. YouTube channel you're watching right now is this one, the main channel, youtube.com/the Fantasy Football Show. But we have that Dynasty channel, youtube.com/Dynasty Fantasy Football, where I've been showing the screen over and over. I just dropped my top, well, really we did like top 10 Dynasty tight end video. Go check it out, do it live, and I'll see you all later. Clamp to the moon. It's Clamp season.
He's Kyren. He's 7 feet tall.
Hey, Clamp, real quickly, Clamp. Even though we appreciate you, even though Clamp, we need you. Clamp, we need you more than you need us. Even though all of that's true, I still have bad news for you, Clamp.
Your Bijan card has been revoked.
See you all later, 8 p.m. Eastern or earlier if news breaks. We're live whenever big news breaks. The Fantasy Football Show, baby. Your one-stop shop. Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Live when big news breaks. Live during graveyard shifts to draft. Wood says, bye, Clamp Chowder. It's Clamp season. We are the Clampions. We're fighting. No, we're not roasting Clamp. We just love him. We need Clamp. We need Clamp and people that can spread the word. It's not, look, everybody's got a job to do, okay? Clamp's doing the most important job of all. Without Clamp, we don't exist. Clamp to the moon. See you all later. At least at 8 p.m. Eastern, but maybe sooner. Deuces.
Your Bijan card has been revoked.